All right, it's Thursday, January the 18th, the year 2018. As you can see, I'm working on my shallow water well behind me, and I've learned that as you approach 20 feet, it's going to take a lot more than just muscle power and turning a manual auger. But I'll do an update on that later. I'm still working on it, and a lot of new tips and tricks I've learned. But as I was working today, I found out something very special about a Sentry 1250 safe that I wanted to share with you guys. My wife and I pick up these things for $5 at estate sales and auctions and thrift stores and stuff like that, and it'll say something like no combination. And so you think, well, what are you going to use it for, except for maybe target practice with a 50 caliber rifle or something. So I found out it's very easy to crack, actually, as long as the door is open. If the door is open and when you buy it, you'll notice that you cannot turn the handle to engage the locking mechanism. And so therefore you can't even shut the door. So as long as the door is open, I'm going to show you how to crack the safe. I've learned this today, and it's very easy. There's 4 screws. I don't know if you can get a close-up, but those are the 4 screws. Easy to take out with just a regular screwdriver. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you take those out, you prise off the plastic piece, and I'll just stick a screwdriver here, and my wife hopefully will get me doing it anyway. And you pull that back on the top. And then you do the same thing for the bottom. And then once you get the plastic piece off, you've discovered the locking mechanism. And you can see all 3 wheels. See, there's 3 wheels, and hopefully you can see that, babe. But normally safes always turn to the left, so you can turn to the left like many times just to, to clear all the numbers. And what you want to pay attention, and I can't really see with the sunlight, I hope you can see, babe, but this back metal wheel right here, notice as I go by, there's an opening right there, and there's a bar right here that you want to line it up with. But you want to go around 4 times, and so you stop right there so that it's lined up with the bar. That's the back wheel. Now I'm going to take a note of the number. So I've taken a note of the first number, and now I'm going to turn it to the right, and you'll notice the front wheel starts turning. The second wheel is going to start turning here pretty soon. There we go. And then you'll want to turn it until, I don't know if you can get underneath, babe, because it's going to come from underneath. Can you see? See, here comes the opening right here. Now I've lined up the second wheel, and I'm taking a note of the number. Now I'm gonna go to the left again. Now when I go to the left, I've lined up all 3 numbers. So all 3 numbers are lined up with the hole. Watch this.
Cool.
Now, watch me. I was never able to turn this before. Now I can turn it. Do you see the bar is now engaged inside the holes? Yep. And now where I never could close the safe before, now I can close it.
Fabulous. Now
I've closed it, and I have a locked safe. I could turn the wheel and lock it, and it would be just like a brand new safe, and only I know the combination. As long as the door is closed, it's just as good as it was from the factory. If you buy it with the door closed, I don't know how to crack those. I'm not that good, but I can certainly crack one when the door is open. Later on, in a few weeks, we'll do, maybe a few days, I don't know, it depends on how busy I get. I'll show you some tips and tricks. I've been learning about how to dig this shallow water well, but I wanted to share about how to crack a Sentry 1250 safe. I did see on YouTube where some guy cracked it with a neodymium magnet. That does not work on this safe. I tried it. I have a neodymium magnet, very strong, and it simply did not work, but you can crack it if the door is open. Take care. God bless.